Now let's start with PHP date and time functions using the date and time class. PHP makes it really easy to work with dates and times, whether you want to get the current date, calculate difference between dates, adjust dates, or work with different time zones. By the end of this video, you will be confident creating, modifying, and formatting dates in PHP like a pro. So let's dive right in. So let's get started by creating a date time object for the current date and time. So let's type here current date and set it to new date time class. So if you don't know what is class or what is function, don't worry about it. We are going to cover both of these topics in the upcoming videos. Now, to display the current date, I have to just type my variable name. Then after that, the format function, and after that, give him the specific format that I want to display the date. For example, I want to see the year, then the month, then the day. Now, so let's echo it. Now I can see my date, current date in the browser. I can also see the current time as well by just typing the H for hour, I for minute, and S for second. Now both of them are displaying in the browser as date and time. If you want, you can change a small y to capital Y to see the full year, or if you want to see the month name, you can change the small m to capital M, and it will display the month name in the browser. There is a lot of formats in PHP. If you visit this website and scroll down to the format section, you can see all these formats in here are written. We are we are not going to cover all of them in this video because it will take a lot of time. So visit this website and try these formats by yourselves so you get familiar with date and time formats. Now let's go back to our VS Code. Now, what happens if you have a date and time as a string? So let's create a string date and time in here. So suppose I have this date as a string 2025 10 and 07. Then after that I have the time like this. Then again this will, if you give him a format, this will change it to the date and time object. Now let's see if we have a custom format date and time, how we can convert that. So in here, let's create a new variable with the name of uh, custom date and set it to something like, for example, 07 10 2025, and the time should be like 15:45 without any seconds. Now let's see how we can change it to date and time object. So for that, first of all, let's create a variable and call this one date from format and set it to date time colon create from format. Remember that in here we don't have new, we just directly use date time, then this function. Now we are in the first parameter in here, we are going to specify our format, in which format is this date. So this date is the first one is the day, so I will type D. Then we have dash, the second one is month, then I will type M, and the third one is year. So the year is in 4 digits, that's why I am typing capital Y. Then after that we have the space, then we have hour and minute. Then we will pass our variable. So let's pass the custom date and let's echo this. So echo date from format and give them a format as well. So I want to see it in this format. Okay, we custom date, not current date, custom date. Now we got our date as a year, month, and day, same format that we wrote here. So it means that it converted this custom format date to the PHP date. Now let's see how we can modify a date, how we can add days, how we can add months and our date. So right now I have this date and I want to add a one day on it. So for that I can type my variable name in here. So date from date, then after that modify, and in here what I want to add. For example, I want to add day, month, year, time, what. So I want to add one day. Just I will write it like this. Then now if I echo my date, format date, and let's copy this. It's easy. Now the date has changed from 7 to 8. I can do same thing with the month as well. So if I type here date from and modify, then if I type here plus 2 months, then it will increase the month by 2 times. So right now the in my original date is 10 and in here I get 12. Not just add, we can also subtract a day or month or year. So for example, if I type date from format and modify, then I type here -1 day, the day will decrease. So right now 7, I got 6. Same thing with the month as well. So -1 month. Now the month has decreased. You can also modify multiple units at once also. So for example, if I want to increase both date and day and month, I will just type date modify, then +1 day and -2 months. Now in here the month and the day, both of them has changed. The day has changed from 7 to 8 and the month changed from 10 to 8 as well. Now let's see how we can find the difference between two dates. So let's scroll down and in here first of all let's create our dates by typing new date time and give him the date. So 2025 dash 01 dash 01, our first date. Then our second date will be new date time. Then this one also 2025, but let's take December 31st. Now to find the difference between this two date, I have to create a new variable. So let's call this interval. And first of all, we will call our first date. So let's type here date. Then we will call diff function and pass our second date in here. Now, using this variable, I can see the difference between these two as a year, month, or day. So if I type here $sign interval dash y, I will get 0. So let's comment this out because both these dates are in 2025. If I change it to 2026, I will get 1. But if I change it to 2025, sorry, 7, I will get 2. Same thing I can do with month and day as well. So let's comment this and type here M. Now for the month, I will get 11. Even though this is 2025 and this is 27, it will not take the years at consideration, only the months. So between the January and December, there are 11 months. Same thing for the day. If I want to do echo $sign interval day, in here I will get 30 between these 2 days. And again, remember that it will not take the month and year in consideration, only the days. But if you want to see actually how many days are between these 2 dates, so for that you have to type echo $sign your variable name, then days. Now this will tell you exactly how many days are between these 2 dates. So if I change this back to 2025, I will get 364. And if I change this one to 20, I will get 353. So if you want to see the full how many days are between these 2 days, you have to type days. So this is it for this part. See you guys in the next part.